Hi Chris, well that's the long-awaited body here now, and we've dropped the main body back on the chassis. The chassis work's all done, and the bits of paintwork have been touched in, and we've laid the new front end just on there loosely, just to see what it fits like and how it looks, you know. And it's certainly an eyeful. We've only got the front end laid on at the minute. The back we can't do. We've got the rear end here, but we've got to cut the lower fenders off, and the lower and the rear light panel. Everything has to be cut off, so we can't really look at that just yet. And I think I'll talk to Alan, my fiberglass guy, see what his thoughts are. But I think I'd like to get the front end bonded on first. It doesn't make a lot of difference though, so I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's certainly is a bit of a monster, or will be, that's for sure. The quality isn't quite what I'd hoped for, but there you go. It just means it just turns into a bigger job for us than we thought, which is a shame. Just silly little things. I mean, already we've had to do quite a bit of trimming around the engine bay to get the bonnet to drop into its hole, that kind of thing, but I suppose par for the course. We've got a very rough line. I think is it this side? No, this side here. You can see, well, I don't know if you will, the edge of the bonnet, or the bonnet opening rather, comes up here, and when it hits here it goes to like a fairly jagged point. That's going to want a bit of looking at to make that come right. Little bits like that all over it really. You know, the way they've cut the metal louvers out for the hood is very poor indeed, very poor, and there's lots of little gel coat repairs that are going to be needed. Little bits there's edges that have been sort of chipped out and got air. There's another one there. You see, you sort of look at it, and if you can press the fiberglass in, then that's an air hole in the layup, but that's a little bit par for the course, I guess. But there you are. But it'll come to. That's the dashboard in there. Yeah, all pretty exciting stuff. It's good. It will be. That's Jeff's work on the roof, and I must admit, if you look at the way the door shuts now compared to how it was, that's a mega improvement. And I've also, we took a mould off another car, and I've had this section made up as well to go in there. So we're cooking with gas, but I didn't want to lay that in until we got the front end here to know exactly where to join it for the best. But it's good. Next thing, we're going to get the car, get the body bolted down firmly, and then get the car onto a level surface, either on our ramp and chock it up high, or what I'll probably do is put it into maybe our spray shop, or build a tent around it like we did for the racer, so that we can get the car chopped up nice and level, so we've got like a datum point to work from, and then try and get the front end laid on with the inner fenders. I'll call you again, because I could really do with the inner fenders over here now, because that is one of the things that will dictate the way the front end lines up, because it all sits on those inner fenders. Yeah, it's all pretty exciting stuff. I think I might leave the engine out for a moment. Gives us a nice working area in there, so we'll see. It's all a bit of a new one, this, but will be very good. Yeah, God, does look raunchy. Bloody hell, it really does. Can't wait to see it all finished. Nice, it's an interesting project. Nice, it's good. Yeah, I'll give you a quick whiz round in here. Got a 73 that we're just about to drop the body back onto the chassis. That's had the body off treatment, and that's all about there now. Engine bay has been resprayed. We've done this with yours as well before the front end got laid on there, and you'll see it. We've re-blacked all the firewall, and that all looks very nice. Did a few repairs to the radiator frame on your car today as well. That's the chassis for the 73, and that's all had its black wax oil, and it's been stripped and sandblasted and rebushed, and new stainless fuel lines and this, that and the other. Lots of bits and pieces done there. That's our racer. I think you saw this when you were down last. I don't know if it was finished or not, or approaching being finished. That's come back for a 4-speed transmission to be fitted, 4-speed auto instead of the 3-speed auto. Under there I've got 71 big block. Here is another 66 coupe that's having a body off and repaint and lots of bits. See, that's having to have lots of body repairs. Just little bits there around the rear bumper mounts. A 69 convertible with a very, very raunchy big block motor. Got Jeff here welding a windshield frame, a rotten windscreen frame. This is on a 70. It was very, very. But where's the other bit, Jeff? You got it still?
Over there by the guillotine.
Oh yeah, and that's the that's what he's cut out. Bloody grim, isn't it? That was on a, you know, for all, well, I'll say what looked like a very nice car. What is a very, very nice car? But it just goes to show what's hidden that you don't see. And in fact, I'll take you and show on this 66 because it's the same year as yours. We've had to do exactly the same job. We've only just been able to get the parts to let in all that top frame. That's all new, or 2/3 of it is new anyway. Yeah, so it's good that you can now get these bits. A 79 that's having odds and ends done. We've got the radiator out, and the radiator being sent for recall at the moment. This is my new machine. That's my Citroen SM. I've got a leaky water pump, so I'm having to replace the water pump seal. And I've got in here, Ronnie's painting the engine bay of the Hudson. So we're getting on with that as well. Let's just have the firewall coat of flat primer and just giving that a flat down to get rid of some of the scratch marks, and that'll get another prime and another satin black. So that's good. Mucho progress on all these things. Yeah, splendid. Right, well that'll do. I'll get the troops together and we'll put this body on, and that's out of the way, and we'll get stuck into yours again. Take care, Chris. Bye.